If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And
when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him.
TerenceCrawford and Gervonta have been at odds for a while now, but we never imagined how bad things could get if they met in person. Until
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and TerenceCrawford look?
147? Shit, I tapped that trend. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he ain't got no chance.
I already know.
It's almost fight week for GervontaDavis, and as he wraps up his training camp and prepares for his 31st fight and 29th knockout, he and his opponent, Roach, took part in a behind-the-scenes press meeting. A roundtable interview was conducted between the pair in Brooklyn, New York, near the venue where the fight will take place. Meanwhile, TerenceCrawford has been in New York since K-San.
Whoever, I told Tank know what's up. You know what I mean? He know what he up against when he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He want to fight these.
The fight took place on Valentine's Day at Madison Square Garden with TerenceCrawford among the big names in attendance, alongside Claressa Shields and other top boxers. Since then, Crawford has remained in New York, planning to travel to Saudi Arabia to watch Shakur Stevenson take on Floyd Schofield. Shockingly, Crawford showed up at the press meeting between GervontaDavis and Roach, and the event quickly descended into chaos. The brawl erupted after Crawford interrupted Tank's meeting, following a confrontation.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 50.
Crawford admitted to making the comments and even dared Devon to make a move. However, TerenceCrawford was quicker, shoving Tank Davis before they were pulled apart. Here's what really happened and the statement that sparked their latest feud. The 37-year-old from Omaha, Nebraska, has accomplished more than most fighters dream of since making his professional debut in March 2008. His achievements include winning world titles across 4 weight divisions and becoming the undisputed champion at both super lightweight and welterweight. As he prepares for a mega fight later this year against Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez, Crawford has sent a message to a reigning...
Felt like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around.
Speaking on the Cigar Talk podcast, Crawford shared his thoughts on World Boxing Association lightweight champion GervontaDavis, openly admitting that he doesn't like the 30-year-old from Baltimore. "I just really don't like that dude. I really don't like him. I don't like anything about him. I just feel like he's one of these arrogant little dudes who uses what he has to shield himself. He's always surrounded by security guards and you know what I mean. He's in the limelight and all that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that." Crawford was then asked if he respects Davis as a fighter. Yeah, he's a damn good fighter. You know what I mean? I respect him as a fighter.
Talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Potential showdown between the American stars seems unlikely anytime soon due to the significant weight gap between them. Crawford's last fight took place at 154 lbs last August, and his upcoming showdown against Canelo is set to take place at 168 lbs. Meanwhile, the highest weight class Tank has competed in is super lightweight, though the majority of his career success has come at lightweight. So far, Davis has been an unsolved puzzle for his opponents, boasting a flawless 30-0 record. He currently holds the WBA title in a stacked lightweight division.
He's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But, his core personality and his ways.
Vasily Lomachenko currently holds the IBF title, while Shakur Stevenson possesses the WBC belt. Meanwhile, Keyshawn Davis recently claimed the WBO strap from Dennis Baranchik on Valentine's Day with a devastating body shot knockout. Crawford, who was in attendance to watch his training partner Davis secure the victory, spoke to Fight Hype. immediately after the fight. He expressed his belief that Tank wouldn't fare well against Keyshawn or Shakur. "Tank knows what it is," Crawford said. "He knows what he's up against if he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. He wants to fight guys that everyone knows won't challenge him. They aren't mentally there. They might have some skill here
I
and
got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
Both Shakur and Keyshawn share the same mindset and have expressed their views on a potential showdown with Tank during exclusive interviews with TalkSport.com in recent weeks. Keyshawn, exuding confidence, likened a potential fight with Gervonta to Terence Crawford's dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr. in July 2023, which secured him the undisputed welterweight crown. "I see myself putting the same beating on Gervonta as Terence did on Spence," Keyshawn told TalkSport.com. "I feel like his style is perfect for mine. I'm young, and I don't think it'll go the full 12 rounds, but if it does, I can fight all 12. I'm smarter than him."
Everybody in the world know they ain't gonna give him no fight. They not mentally there, you know what I mean? They might have a little skills here and there, but mentally wise, they not.
"I have power, and I've knocked fighters out with one punch, but he has done it consistently," Keyshawn admitted. "We know he has that one-punch power, but we still don't truly know what I have yet, because I only have 12 fights, and I've only been competing at an elite level for 3. My next fight against Baranchik will be my 4th at this level, so there are still a lot of unknowns. I'm already better than what I've shown you all." Meanwhile, Stevenson has been chasing a fight with Tank for several years to no avail and still doesn't know why it hasn't materialized. However, he believes there's only one person who can make it happen. He's the big superstar, the big name, the biggest pay-per-view attraction in boxing. So
keep it up, that whole fight. And them two guys right there, you know what I mean, is going to be the ones that, you know, give him his first.
It appears that Vasily Lomachenko is the frontrunner for Davis's next fight, as his team previously approached the Ukrainian boxer last year. However, Lomachenko opted to take some time away from the sport instead. The tension between GervontaDavis and Terence Crawford seemingly stems from the Ring Magazine Awards in London this past January, where Davis was one of the most notable absentees. The ceremony brought together boxing's biggest stars, but Davis was not among them. Some speculate that his absence was due to his strained relationship with Riyadh Season and Sheikh Turki Al-Sheikh, who also owns Ring Magazine. Davis didn't take the snub lightly and made several posts on his X account expressing his frustration, though he later deleted them. However, Terence Crawford took the opportunity to mock Davis, fueling a social media dispute that carried on for days. "I see somebody mad they weren't invited to the Ring Magazine gala," Crawford posted with laughing emojis. "I remember being left out. That's why when they let me in, I crashed the party." Though Davis deleted his posts, some were recovered by users and media outlets. In his rant, Davis questioned why not everyone was invited, claiming that the event only included those who were in business with the organizers. "But they invited people they deal with. Get out of here. Stop bum eating," he wrote. Davis also appeared to take aim at boxing promoter Eddie Hearn, calling him a little rat, before criticizing Riyadh Season head Turki Al-Sheikh. "They want to act like this guy is good for boxing when he knows nothing about it. If so, why isn't he building up fighters from where he's from? This guy knows nothing about boxing, and that's who they're turning to," Davis ranted in now-deleted posts. The online feud between Davis and Crawford escalated further when Davis boasted about having more money than Crawford. "I still make more than you. Y'all think he's chasing greatness? He's not. That's what he has to do to make decent money," Davis posted. Crawford fired back. "The first thing a rich fool tells another rich fool is, I have more money than you. I bet I have more investments than you, and I don't owe $1 in taxes. You can't buy anything that I can't buy and want, sir. And that's a fact. Let's see who has the longest-lasting money, smart boy." Davis didn't take the response well, replying with more insults before deleting his posts. Interestingly, despite his complaints about the Ring Magazine event, Davis previously announced during the press conference for his fight against Lamont Roach that he would retire from boxing by the end of 2025. Given that statement, many fans are wondering why he cares so much about not receiving an invitation. This isn't the first time Crawford has taken a dig at the Baltimore native. After his dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr., making him an undisputed champion, Crawford heard about Davis claiming he could beat him at 147 lbs. Speaking on The Breakfast Club, Crawford dismissed the idea, acknowledging Davis's skills, but emphasizing that there are levels in boxing. If he comes up to 147 thinking he's just going to knock Terence Crawford out, he's got another thing coming, Crawford said. While a fight between the two American stars may never happen, Crawford has only one thing on his mind: his upcoming mega fight against Canelo Alvarez later this year. Terence Crawford and GervontaDavis